Hello viewers, I'm SP and welcome back to Cleo, A Pirate's Tale, where sadly I have done all of the possible fishing. I did all of the combinations. You can see here I have one of each of the fish that we know how to catch, but I can at this point verify none of the fishing options that we have access to right now let us catch anything with this yellow fish, and combining the other lines with the other fish doesn't get us anything new either. I was kind of thinking that this might be the case, but I figured it was, at the very least, it was worth exhausting the options because there weren't really that many. I just didn't want to do it on camera because it was, the animation's playing out pretty slowly. So that means that we have to figure out something else to do on this island. Is it maybe time to try talking to everyone again? Except for Ingo, of course, who Cleo will not talk to. And, fair enough. So I can't steal her clothes. I'm not sure that I would, I'm not sure what the utility of this would be. Unless maybe she has, her room key in her pants or something. Are there pants here? I don't know. Something here has to have pockets. There's nothing else for me to interact with in this area, right? Okay, so...
Hey, it's...
You get anything? Nope. There is, in fact, no dialogue left with her. All right. Let's go back inside. Try everybody one more time. Maybe there will be some option that has opened up that I didn't realize would have opened up.
Hey, Sam. Play it again.
Keep your mouth shut.
We all get that that's why he's named Sam, but come on. Come on now.
So, why am I not...
The exhibition and we are...
Okay, so
I'm out.
Plays...
Can't do anything with that just yet unless I've missed some way of getting the passcode.
Shh. I want to listen.
Yep, this guy still doesn't know how that noise works.
Well, do you... What's a step?
Yep, and I don't have anything to...
I'll be here.
We could go talk to... Let's go talk to what's his name on the boat, I suppose. Just for thoroughness' sake, because at this point... Okay, I thought so. At this point, try everything is really the only play we have left.
I still can't believe it. The sale and all that. Finally, a new environment.
It was
No
nice.
more constant repairs. I'll bring you wherever you want until the sun comes up tomorrow morning. I made a promise. The attempt 38 is at your disposal.
Okay, hold on. Maybe we do have some options here.
Do you trust this parrot?
To be honest, that's none of my business. I owe nothing to the bird. I owe you. You decide where to go.
What do you think of us sailing into the nautical fog?
This is surely about to be quite an adventure.
Don't you worry that, well, this could be the beginning of an attempt 39?
Worry? Don't be mistaken. I had my share of adventures too before I became stranded on this rocky island. You know, I have been collecting cocktail recipes all over the world, even in dangerous places. So, don't you worry about me.
So, can we actually go somewhere?
Set the sails, Malty.
Okay, I didn't realize we could actually leave the dock. Offshore fishing possible too. Okay, well, feels like we should probably go check out these other islands. Yeah, is this... Did we come from one of these? Hold on. Yeah, okay, there are absolutely other places we can... Well, now that's curious behavior for some plants.
Those stupid mushrooms just took off.
Oh, these are the ghost mushrooms. Huh.
The sign reads in very, very small letters. Please don't get too close. These glowing mushrooms are very shy and withdraw as soon as they feel pressured. Each of these rare mushrooms is connected underground to an alternate location. Huh, interesting.
Each of them is connected underground to an alternate location. Like when we make them submerge here, they'll appear somewhere else, I guess. Let's see if the rules for this fishing spot are the same. I don't know if I can have multiples of the same fish. That's the thing I didn't actually try. Oh. This message is not relevant for the story or riddles of the game. It was written by a crowdfunding backer. Weird. Huh. Okay. Is it gonna do that every time I try this? It appears so. Is it gonna... Okay, it's the same. Well...
Fun. But maybe it would help if I knew what I was fishing for.
Okay, fine. It's probably a good idea for the game to have a thing in it that's just like the character tells you, hey, stop brute forcing stuff. Stop, just go learn a thing. Okay, so this is a different island that is substantially similar.
The sign reads in very, very small letters. Please don't get too close. These glowing each of these.
Okay, same text. Well, I gotta be honest with you, this is turning out to feel like something of a dead end. Okay, that's just... That prompt was just more holes in the ground.
Set this.
I mean, let's try to go to Atlantis. Like, we're not gonna be able to get in yet, right?
It says, "Welcome to Atlantis. Please validate your ticket here." Bummer. I need a ticket.
Yeah, we kind of knew that already. Because we know that there are tickets, because we know where we can get one. If not exactly how. Alright, what happens if we try to go into the fog?
Misunderstood something, but I think we need a will-o'-the-wisp first, before we can sail into the nautical fog, right?
You know, I thought so too, but that last dialogue that we had sure didn't make it seem like that was the case. You can't get him to... There we go.
Set this.
Well... What if I just go to open water? Okay, perhaps not entirely surprising. Yep, and we could fish, but we don't know what we're fishing for, so is it going to matter? Okay, cool. An extra greenish fish. Avery?
I'm gonna get.
Good.
Okay, well, we discovered that we could do something that we didn't know about before, but the value of this seems to be somewhat limited. So... I'm just kind of curious if maybe any of the mushrooms have appeared around here. No. My guess is that what it is supposed to be is that the two islands are linked. And we just pushed all the mushrooms from one to the other and then back, probably. Let's go. We can test this. We can... Here, let's spook some of them, but not all of them. And then... Go back over here. Indeed. What good does that do us? I don't know. None at all, as far as I can tell, but...
Those stupid mushrooms just...
Unless we could find a way to have somebody else stay on one of these islands and, like, spook some mushrooms when we are on the other island so that, like, they will just go up into our waiting arms.
Those stupid...
Yeah, Is there anything in the wording of the sign?
These glowing mushrooms are very shy. Each of these rare mushrooms is connected underground.
Well, I gotta admit, I'm feeling a little baffled here. And there's nothing in the cocktail Bible that we're going to be able to use right now, right? Because we just don't have the... We don't have the ingredients for anything. We don't know what these corks are for.
Set.
Oops, I just clicking too many times there.
Set.
Let's go back to McAnally Palms and... Is there anything that we haven't interacted with? We got the lemon. We know what the lemon was for. We know about the gravestone. This might be one of those, like, we might be in a situation here where we just have to use an object on another object in a super unintuitive way. And unfortunately, if that is the case, it's going to be a real pain in the ass.
That must be the nautical fog. We need...
Yeah. I don't know why she keeps saying nautical fog. Like the second syllable is the stressed one. But we just, like, we have enough objects in our inventory that I am
This is the thing.
concerned about how long it would take us to try to grind everything against everything else. We're just carrying around loose sunscreen. Like, can I dye a fish? Does that do anything? No, I am not allowed to attempt to dye the fish. Well, I gotta be honest with you, I'm feeling pretty stuck right now.
The lever cannot be moved. It says you have to loosen this screw first to adjust the mirror, but it's pretty tight.
But it's just trying to click through that. Do we have a way of loosening a screw? Do we have anything that's like... No, we would need... Yeah, I'm feeling mighty stymied here.
Visit now.
It is possible that there's just some interactable that I'm not seeing at all, and because we're missing one thing that we can use stuff on, perhaps we are missing the crucial interaction. You know what? Here's a weird thought.
Set.
What if I went to one of these places and I used like the fishing rod to actually. Right, we have a bunch of tiny corks and there's a bunch of tiny holes. Yep. So now in theory the mushrooms that are connected to that hole will not be, or those holes will not be able to, I don't know, this doesn't make a ton of sense, but it's probably going to work. It's very adventure game logic-y. Aha. Okay, and these are what Fleur will play Kraken fodder with us for, right?
Set.
Now that we have poisoned her into being willing to do such a thing. Feels pretty not great. Morally evil-ish. But what adventure game isn't, I suppose?
Well, what's this?
How about a glowing mushroom?
How about a glowing mushroom?
A glowing mushroom from the glowing mushroom islands?
That's right. How could you guess that so quickly?
Guess what?
That would be the perfect
Wait,
souvenir for
hold
this
on,
trip.
what guess?
I accept.
All right. And if I win, I'll get the ticket to Atlantis.
Oh, what a stake. Pretty risky. I like that. Ready to go?
Yeah.
Ready when you are.
I'm like okay at this game, I think. I told her that it was a ghost mushroom, and she's the one who initially told me about the ghost. Okay. It's fine. Alright. I drew Witch first, which is like just a terrible waste. Very bad luck indeed. 2, huh? I'm going to go to 3. Since they're already down 3. Okay. There you go. Who needs skill when you got luck? Alright, opponent drew Cabin Boy. Presumably we'll, reload a cannon. And then... It's a pretty good draw, honestly, at that moment. I'm gonna go for 2. Well, okay. Turns out it was very not necessary to do that. Okay. That's pretty unfortunate, especially with our queen already dead. Okay, I mean that could be a lot worse. I'd rather he take back his captain than his cabin boy. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to draw my cabin boy, so the only way we have out of this is running out of dice and then getting them reloaded the old-fashioned way, right? Which is unfortunately going to take a minute here. So you only have 3 cards left. And I only have 3 cards left. Wow. Well. That may well be the game right there. Losing on a 2-1 at this point. Losing on a 2-1 twice. This game is fucking garbage. Yep. It is unfortunately the case that Kraken Fodder is a game that is determined almost entirely by random chance.
What? You only...
What?
Okay, yep, we're gonna...
Okay.
I mean, we're just gonna keep doing it until I win, because that's what's necessary.
Okay.
Why don't we try again, a one where I don't just lose a face card? Okay, like that's a pretty good outcome for us. Sure. They really want to make sure I never get to use my witch on anything that's actually like good. Yep, and they get to use their witch on their cabin boy. So what happens when we actually... Okay, it's just a reroll. Well... That is the way the math would suggest that would go. Jeez. I think in this situation we take a cannon back. Do a little bit of damage there. So we're about even right now. Except that they're getting cards back. I mean, I think I'm just gonna go 1. Okay. partially because it doesn't really matter. So you have 3 cards left and only 2 dice. I mean, I think it makes sense to go 2 here. So we can do a couple of high odd rolls. Okay. Damn it. You can destroy the opponent's card with only one cannonball because your opponent can't or refuses to attack. Yeah, I think we may want to go ahead and do that. Alright, we ran them out of dice at a critical moment.
That was a
But again,
thrill,
like,
wasn't it?
luck.
I
Overwhelmingly
haven't
luck.
had that much fun in a long time.
I'm glad you had fun. And now, about the ticket.
What? The ticket? Oh, yes. Here.
Okay. Nope, sorry. Just trying to go this way. Alright. For a second there, I had myself in click to move mode because, you know, adventure game. So now we can actually go into Atlantis. I don't know what Atlantis is supposed to be. Like, I mean, obviously, it's supposed to be some kind of wordplay involving the name Atlantis, but it doesn't, like...
Set this.
It doesn't seem like anything. I'm wondering if it is maybe a joke that makes more sense in the original German. This seems like a very expensive way to run a museum.
Welcome to Atlantis, the sunken gallery of very rare items. Never in your life have you seen such a compilation of rarities in one room. Take another deep breath, because this will be breathtaking. And here we go!
Okay. Well, the fact that this guy's name is Attila, I guess, like, makes a little bit more sense of it. Kind of.
I have a question. You collect only rare items?
That's the way it is. I inherited this collection from my father, and he inherited it from his father, and so on. I am crazy about rarities. The rarer the better. Blood type AB negative. No waiting in line at the 3-meter springboard. Crowdfunding campaigns that are on schedule. Ooh, getting goosebumps.
Hey, can I just have that?
I'll just borrow that will-o'-the-wisp behind me for a moment, okay?
Good one. This will-o'-the-wisp is far too valuable and fragile to be simply lent to someone. There are only 7 of them, worldwide.
Okay, I see. Then how about for just a very, very short time?
No, I would never give it to you, unless with one exception.
And what would that be?
I would trade it.
Trade it for what?
Think about it. Well, against something that is even rarer.
How many will-o'-the-wisps are there again?
A total of 7. Bring me something that's even rarer, and we have a deal.
If there are 7 of these, why don't we just go get one of the other ones?
What do you think of this very rare stamp?
These stamps aren't as rare as you might think. Definitely not rarer than a will-o'-the-wisp.
Never mind.
The ways in which the translation are failing here are definitely ways that would have been immediately obvious to any native English speaker. So I'm assuming that they just didn't have one look at it at all. The person who translated it is like it's probably a German native speaker who learned English after. I mean, like, It's a bummer. It's a bummer to say you have to track down, but like... But I think you do. But I think it actually is like really critically important. You do, in fact, have to make sure someone who actually speaks the language looks at your script.
Have you ever heard of the Treasure of Eternal Memory?
Yes, I have heard about this. Could be pretty valuable, but I really have enough gold. I'm only interested in the rare stuff. Let me tell you something. The real treasures are never out of gold coins.
That was sort of a non sequitur, not really an answer to my question.
Ever heard of Teddy McAnally?
Of course! The man was a legend. Back there is McAnally's original Kraken fodder set. My great-grandfather brought it to this collection. I have no idea how the old guy got it back then. Must have cost him a fortune.
I have to go.
Remember, your ticket is valid for 24 hours. You can come back anytime.
Well, fortunately, that seems to be an eternity in this place. Am I really not even...
Golden cape.
Okay.
Made by the famous dressmaker, Ilnis Kenway. The cape is one of 12 from the collection, Sewing Cape Abilities. Hey, there's a loose thread hanging from it.
Okay, well, I definitely shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, okay, we do get a box here. Okay, I'm only allowed to look at things from above, I guess, for some reason.
Original ukulele from the legendary metal band, Naknishmors.
Is that a fun... Is that a wordplay? I have no idea.
This is the Will-O-the-Wisp. Avery really was right. Now all I have to do is somehow get this guy to give it to me. What kind of bag is this?
Oh, I'm especially proud of that. This is a bag of accessories from a furniture manufacturer, which contains the absolute correct number of screws. Very, very rare.
Teddy McAnally's original Kraken fodder set.
What a gem, right?
The sign says, the Royal Flush V8. Number 1 for number 2.
This boat toilet is crafted by hand. There are only 8 of them in the world.
Left Ear by artist Bjelvik Strengfist Fjablonsson. Better known by his pseudonym, Ed.
There is another similar artwork in another museum.
Let me guess. Right ear?
Oh, you are familiar with Fjarblonson's works. I am impressed.
I want no, there we
A
go.
very well-preserved mummy from the pyramids of Gregory. Tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Tickle, tickle, tickle. Oops.
Why would that be your first instinct? Okay, so we have thin paper. Well, we've picked up a couple of things here. I'm surprised to see we still have the glowing mushrooms. What is over here?
It says, opening soon. A rarely good restaurant. A good bit north from here.
I mean, who wouldn't want to go to a restaurant that was rarely good? One does have to wonder if that's a translation difficulty as well. So, a good bit north from here. I mean, we're just going to try all of the squares north from here. See if that's actually something. Because I'm sure what they meant was something along the lines of an uncommonly good restaurant, but a rarely good restaurant, remarkably, due to the foibles of English, almost means exactly the opposite of that.
Strange.
Aha.
This place wasn't even on the map.
Please excuse me. The restaurant is not yet open.
Do you run this sushi place?
I don't run the sushi madness. The sushi madness runs me.
Does the wasabi have its own chair here at the board meeting, or was that meant metaphorically? Okay, metaphorically. Got it.
You are still young, girl. You will understand it someday.
So maybe not metaphorically then.
The restaurant looks great. What's missing for the opening?
The gold-toothed piranha!
A fish? You mean everything is ready, and there's only one fish missing?
Not just any fish. The gold-toothed piranha is the perfect fish for the opening of the sushi madness.
Doesn't it seem like I should have had there was a conversation missing there. There was a whole thing that should have come before I could ask what is missing for your grand opening.
Why does it have to be this particular fish?
A few years ago, when I found the perfect bamboo mat for the restaurant, I fell into an emotional hole. I doubted myself. I doubted the restaurant. I even doubted the bamboo mat. I just sat there without making a single move. I ate nothing. I drank nothing. I did not speak a word. But after 8 days and 8 nights, do you know who broke the silence and spoke to me?
Metaphorically?
The bamboo mat!
Yeah, I was expecting something like that.
And suddenly, everything was clear to me. I knew what sheets of nori the sushi madness demands. What rice and what fish there should be at the opening.
The tooth gap piranha.
Gold-tooth piranha!
Gold-tooth piranha. Exactly. I am looking for something very rare.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Like something very, very rare. No matter what, it just has to be really, really rare.
How rare?
Like a maximum of 6 pieces worldwide kind of rare.
Oh, really? That's interesting. I know who you could get something rare like that from.
Really? From who?
I would like to make a suggestion to you. Bring me the gold-tooth piranha, and I'll help you out.
Oh, no.
You give me something, I give you something. Give and take. It's all connected. In the end, the big picture forms a circle. Like sushi. You will see. But be careful. The gold-toothed piranha is a voracious fellow.
This guy's voice acting is kind of a nightmare. Also, H-I-H-I-H-I is not one of the available ways to spell he.
Ever heard of the treasure of eternal memory?
I'm not interested in such things. My life is all about the sushi madness.
Yeah, I had gathered.
I met someone today who would have given anything for a mustache like that.
Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? But cycling is hell. It's give and take, isn't it?
What was it again with this goldfish?
You get me the gold-toothed piranha, and I'll help you find the rare item you need.
Oh, see, that's interesting. The initial implication I thought was that he already knew of something, or he personally had something. Now he's just like, I don't know, maybe I'll help you figure it out.
I'll go fishing for this fish then, I think.
Good luck.
Okay, so this is what the fishing is actually about. It's about getting this gold-toothed piranha.
This is the children's table at the Sushi Madness, with little sushi coloring books and... Wow, that's a lot of colored pencils. You don't need that many colors to paint sushi.
Okay, we stole some colored pencils. What for?
The bucket is full of lobster claws. Ugh, disgusting. But Andy, I'll take one with me.
Yeah, when she said they were disgusting, I was like, but don't you dare not grab one of those. You are an adventure game protagonist. You know what the rules are. Am I allowed inside? Probably not, right? Yeah. Okay, Well, we do have some new items that we can grind our face against back on the island here, I suppose. You know what I mean, the other island.
Set the sails.
What are we going to... So we picked up a golden thread, just some paper, colored pencils, and a lobster claw. Could be used as a pair of could be used as a pair of pliers. Was it the case? I know that she says screw. She says there's a screw that needs to be loosened when we go up into the lighthouse. But if I remember correctly, it was actually a bolt, like a flat-edged bolt that was up there. So maybe we can lobster claw it? I mean, that's not really what pliers are for. But this game's grasp of English is suspicious enough that I feel like it at least bears a shot here. Keep doing that. Aha.
That should work. Darn. The screw is still too tight. I need some oil or something.
Well, that's not really how that would work, because like you can't really oil a screw while it's in, because the part where the it's fine. I'm actually going to be really annoyed if this turns out to be right.
That should help loosen the screw.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
But I still can't loosen the screw with my bare hands. A pair of pliers would help.
Okay. Okay. Everything about this puzzle's logic is broken. That's not a screw. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to do what everybody thinks I'm going to do. You all know the 7 different things that are wrong with this. Let's just move on, I guess.
Let's see. Yes, it worked. Hey, the mirror is reflecting the sun rays right onto the beach. Must be pretty hot there now.
Oh, cool. We're totally going to kill that lady. That sucked. That was the bad adventure game logic right there. Wow, that didn't take very long.
Hey, I don't want to worry you, but...
What? Dear God! My skin! I guess I overdid it.
Yeah, did you not smell that?
No. I really need to get to the shade.
That is inappropriate Foley work for the situation. 507. Okay. We don't know her name at all, right? Is she actually over here somewhere? Can I interview her? It looks like no. 'Cause like we're gonna need her name or... Alright. I guess we can just guess. We have no indication. Okay, no, it is for the room 49 of hearts. Okay, so the guest in 49 of hearts is Audrey Herring.
Hey! The exhibition.
But...
Oh, name.
Audrey Herring. Room 49 of heart.
Check.
7.
Oh, that's correct. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Herring. The tan makes you look a lot younger.
Thanks. I don't even know what to say to that.
That's less effective as a line if you say it after having already said something to that. This is a bizarre security system for a museum exhibit.
Teddy McAnally's parents. Steve and Amelia McAnally ran a fishing business that had been in the McAnally family for generations. Teddy was their first and only child and was meant to take over the fishing business in his future. Even when he was a toddler, Teddy had a defiant nature with a distinct aversion to authority figures. As a matter of principle, the young Teddy always did the exact opposite of what his parents asked him to do. It is said that his father's belief of, you can't make money just playing games, challenged him so much as a child that he decided to prove his father wrong. As a young adult, Teddy McAnally finally invented the world-famous game Kraken Fodder, and thus became immeasurably rich.
I mean, that doesn't really make sense. There's no way to get rich off of it because it just uses playing cards, like normal playing cards, and also a handful of dice. Unless, I guess, in this world, Teddy McAnally is the only one who ever figured out the secrets of dice manufacturing.
Teddy's father admitted he was wrong and suggested that Teddy design another game to further expand his financial success. Out of defiance, Teddy McAnally never developed a game again and went fishing instead. Later, he founded the Fishing Rod Steward Fishing Club.
You can't just... It's not a joke to just say the name of a thing or a person. Okay, so we have a whole lot of names here, and it's difficult to know if any of them are going to be significant. And again, this might be a Kickstarter. Maybe this is like a higher level Kickstarter reward.
While fishing, Teddy McAnally always kept record of what he caught, and noted down in detail the baits, locations, and fishing equipment used. There are a lot of arrows, numbers, and fish on that chart. Hey, that one has golden teeth! That must be the fish this sushi man needs. The chart would be useful for catching that stupid fish, but I won't be able to remember it. I have to trace it somehow.
Okay. Yep.
Let's see. It could work with these pencils and the mummy paper. Voila!
Well, I guess that makes sense. That's not like the worst puzzle ever. So it's not the worst puzzle we've done in the last few minutes. Okay. Ah, so certain catches are only meant to be makeable in certain places. I see. Wait, maybe I'm missing... At first I was like, you know, these are coordinates on the map. Does the map go all the way to I? Yes, it does. Okay, so yeah, those are totally map coordinates then. All right, well, we can work with that.
McAnally was also reluctant to adhere to the norm when fishing. Instead of trout or bass, Teddy McAnally was targeting full-grown electric eels while fishing. In his old age, Teddy McAnally fell into a pool of electric eels, which is what ended his fishing career.
And so, since the greatest man that we have ever known died terribly in a pool of electric eels, guess what we've put right here behind this velvet rope, this incredibly secure velvet rope?
It says, Cassandra Stream. Warning, risk of drowning.
Also, okay.
Replica of Teddy McAnally's Kraken Fodder set. The original is in the sunken gallery of Atlantis.
And what is this?
Teddy McAnally died shortly after his electric eel accident and was buried here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Look at his original crypt with the original coffin. Oof, that air freshener up there has chosen the ultra hard level of difficulty.
So I think it's looking to me like the only thing of value here was that diagram. Or maybe the ability to release electric eels into Cassandra Stream?
I haven't
Maybe?
seen all the exhibition yet.
Disagree. Do I have to... Okay, yeah, I have to interact with this as well.
A huge basin with 2 rather aggressive electric eels. It is constantly supplied with fresh water by the river that flows through the hotel.
Okay, is that everything? Yes. Pretty low value on that last observation there. So, I mean, I guess it's time to sail somewhere and go fishing. But actually, you know what? I do apologize. Hate to have to do this, but I think I gotta bail on y'all just a little bit early today. That is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. We did a little bit of floundering at the beginning there, but I think we've finally found our way. Can't think of another fish pun. If you come back next time on Monday, the hook, line, and see. Fish puns are hard to do extemporaneously. Come back next time on Monday, and maybe I'll have written a few down for you. And we'll see you then.